Okay, we're done with our interaction mechanics. So let's take a small break and let's create something fun and simple. Flashlight. Pretty much every single horror game on this planet has some flashlight, so we can't be worse. So let's create one. Before we actually create a flashlight, this environment doesn't look scary, doesn't look like it needs a flashlight because it is super bright. So we will create some super basic tunnel. So let's just click here to add some basic, some cube, and I'll just build super simple corridor that we will walk into, and we will then have to use our flashlight. So I'm just using super basic shapes to make this corridor. We can hold Alt and move this to duplicate this. I think this corridor is a little bit too small. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Also, the walls there too small, I think. Let's move them a little bit higher. Now we can duplicate this one. For example, rotate it 90 degrees. Move it to the end of our corridor and make it smaller. And finally, we need some roof. So duplicate, rotate, and add it on top. We can press End on our keyboard to snap it to the floor or the object that is underneath. Obviously, it's not a super high quality corridor. We will talk about level design later. I just wanted to create something super simple that we can test our flashlight on. And remember we imported this starter content. We also have some materials here. So we can apply some random material like this brick something. It will be stretched out, don't worry about that. I just want something to test our flashlight on. And we will use like this concrete on the ceiling. The other thing is that you can see this corridor looks pretty dark, but if we get inside, it gets brighter. And this is something with post-processing. So in order to fix that and make our scenery a little bit darker, we can click here and add a post-process volume. We can set its location to 0, 0, 0. Move it a little bit higher. And we will talk about post-process a little bit later. But for now, all you need to do is just search for unbound. Click this. So this volume will apply to the entire level, not only this box right here. And we need to go to exposure and set minimum and maximum to 1. And that's how we get rid of this weird lighting inside tunnels and interiors. So now if I press play, it is a little bit dark here, right? We can also change the lighting. So I just click on this directional light, which is the sun, and we can just change this intensity to like 2. So it will be way darker. And it's pretty dark here. We can't see anything in this corridor. So this is perfect for testing our flashlight.